Hello everyone, welcome back to Autotrend TV. I'm your Viprajesh again from Tuffy Access Limited Tata Car Showroom. Today, many budget hatchback buyers are confused and ask me the same question. Which is the better choice for around 6.5 lakhs? The proven and feature loaded top spec Tata Tiago XZ or the XZ Plus variant, or the new and more premium Tata Altroz entry-level XE variant. That alone is the reason why I am here with all three cars. I'm going to make a detailed comparison between the top spec variants of the Tata Tiago BS6 and the entry-level XE variant of the Tata Altroz. First of all, let's start with the Tata Altroz. The XE variant of the Tata Altroz, even though being a basic variant, still gets good looks as a big plus point. Even though it does not get front fog lamps or projector headlamps, it still looks very good. Being based on the new Impact Design 2.0 philosophy, the Altroz obviously looks wider, sharper and more futuristic. Moving towards the sides, you get to see 14-inch steel wheels which come as standard on the entry-level XE and the XM variant of the Tata Altroz. Even though being a basic variant, you still get piano black finished ORVM along with the piano black finished window belt line. At the rear, the Tata Altroz is noticeably far more futuristic with split tail lamps, with almost half of the rear profile being finished in piano black. While this entry-level variant does not get reverse parking camera, you still get two reverse parking sensors as standard. A highlight feature of the Tata Altroz is that you get 90-degree wide opening doors as standard from the entry-level variant itself, which can be really convenient for ingress and egress. Now let's take a quick look at the top spec variants of the Tata Tiago. This here is the 2020 facelifted Tata Tiago top spec XZ Plus variant, and even on this top spec variant you do not get front projector headlamps, even though this car gets front fog lamps. Though resembling the Tata Altroz, the Tiago is noticeably smaller and compact than the Altroz. Moving towards the sides, you get to see these superb looking 15-inch dual tone alloy wheels exclusive for this top spec XZ Plus variant, and on this variant alone you get piano black finished ORVMs. Moving towards the back, you get to see this rather simple and familiar looking rear design with simple non-LED tail lamps and a neatly designed tailgate. The bumpers are brand new, however, and also include couple reverse parking sensors. This being the top spec variant, you also include a rear windshield wiper, defogger and washer along with the reverse parking camera mounted on the tailgate. Now here's a quick comparison of the overall dimension and length of the Tata Tiago and the Altroz. The Tata Altroz is around 22.5 centimeters longer than the Tiago, and the wheelbase too is longer by 10.1 centimeters. Now that we have had a look at the top spec XZ Plus variant, let's now have a look at the XZ variant, which is one variant lower to the top spec variant. Even though being the XZ variant, you still get front fog lamps and the car looks almost exactly the same from the front. You also get all the chrome detailing along with the piano black finished grille. However, moving towards the sides, you get to see the obvious difference, which is the 14-inch stylized steel wheels available on the XZ variant as against to the alloys. The ORVMs too are of body color instead of being piano black. Apart from that, the XZ generally looks quite similar to the XZ Plus variant. At the back too, the XZ variant also gets rear windshield wiper washer defogger and reverse parking sensors. However, this variant lacks a reverse parking camera, which is exclusive only for the top spec variant. In fact, only when you notice the wheels, you will be able to differentiate between the XZ and the XZ Plus variant of the Tiago. So now let's get inside these three cars to compare the features, starting with the Tata Altroz. Getting inside the Tata Altroz entry-level XE variant, you obviously can see that this here is a basic model because it looks basic and does not have any sort of audio system at the center, and you do not get automatic climate control as well. You get a manual air conditioning with only blowers, AC vents for the front seats. There is no rear AC vent on this entry-level variant. Rear AC vents are available only on the top spec XZ variant. Now coming to other features which are actually available on this XE variant, you get front power windows. And you can see the buttons for that with only the driver window button getting a backlit function. You also do not get any sort of adjustment, internal adjustment for the ORVMs. To adjust the ORVMs, you have to roll down the windows to adjust them manually. So that is how you do that on the XE variant. From the XM variant onwards, you get electronically adjustable ORVMs on the Tata Altroz. So apart from that, other features include a tilt adjustable steering wheel, which is also similar to the Tata Tiago. This here is exactly the same steering wheel design seen on the top spec Tata Tiago as well. However, this entry-level Altroz does not get any sort of steering mounted audio controls, and the thing which is carried
over across all variants of the Tiago, the Nexon, the Tigor and the Altroz is that the horn buttons are placed on the further side of the steering rim so that you can easily operate while driving. So that is nice. So this here is the headlamp stock. Of course, this being a basic variant, you do not get front fog lamps or rear fog lamps, and this here is the wiper stock. These are exactly the same stock seen on the Altroz, the Tiago, Tigor and the Nexon. The quality is good, they are robust and pretty good in quality as well. So other features and knickknacks include an economy mode, which is exclusive for the Tata Altroz. The Tiago and the Tigor no longer get any sort of multiple drive mode buttons. They get only one state of tune for the engine, whereas the Altroz gets an economy mode from the entry-level variant itself. Transmissions on both these cars are exactly the same. You get the very same 5-speed manual transmission. However, the Altroz does not get any sort of AMT or automatic transmission option even on the top spec variants, whereas the Tiago offers a 5-speed AMT option. So that is all. And coming to actual practicality bits, you get a very large glove box, which is comparable to the glove box size seen on the Tiago as well. And of course, you get a whole lot of storage spaces in the Altroz, similar to the Tiago as well, but this is the 12-volt charging socket placed over here instead of over here. Now this here is a panel where you can actually fit your single-in audio system on the XE Altroz. It is kind of weird and too low down, I would say. It is advisable to fit any sort of touchscreen on the top instead, so that is okay. The Tata Altroz additionally offers exclusive storage for umbrellas in the front doors, whereas the Tiago does not offer any sort of umbrella storage pockets. So coming above up to the roof, you get to see that the IRVM is non-adjustable. This is just a basic IRVM. You do not get any sort of day-night switch adjustment or anything, and the interior lamp is very small and yellow in color, whereas the Tiago offers proper white LEDs, which I'll show you once I get inside. And another thing on the XE Altroz is that you do not even get a vanity mirror for the passenger side, which is kind of a height of cost cutting, but still it is okay because this here is the basic variant. If you opt for the XE Rhythm variant of the Altroz, you get a 2-DIN Harman audio system with 4 Harman speakers, which sound really very good. Along with that, you also get a flip key. Now this here is the standard key of the Tata Altroz XE. Both the keys are similar to any Indica on the road. No remote locking, nothing here, but still if you opt for the XE Rhythm Pack, you get a flip key similar to the Tata Tiago with follow me headlamp function as well. Along with that, you can see the power windows, no one touch down function for the driver, and of course not even the passengers. So this is a basic car, the basic variant of the Altroz with basic enough features which are essentials. The good thing is that you get safety features as standard across all variants of the Altroz, including dual airbags, ABS, EBD and corner stability control, along with reverse parking sensors. Now let me just turn on the instrument cluster of this XE variant. You can see that this is pretty good to look at. These are analog. You do not get any sort of digital cluster thing or anything. But still this is pretty much informative. You get distance to empty, average economy, and trip meter A, trip meter B. You even get a display for multiple drive modes, which as you can see has got city mode, economy mode. Above is the tank display, the fuel gauge display, and lower down is the instantaneous fuel economy display, and further lower down here is the engine temperature gauge. So it is simple, neatly laid out, good to use and easy to read even at higher speeds. Now let me just get inside the Tata Tiago X, Z Plus and the XZ variants. The XZ Plus is the topmost variant of the Tata Tiago range, and this is how it looks like. You get a 7-inch digital touchscreen system at the center, and you also get automatic climate control. Neither of these are available on the basic variant of the Tata Altroz. However, the Tiago gets a fully digital instrument cluster similar to the Tiago and the Nexon, and this is how it looks like. I mean, I would prefer the analog display. Do let me know which one you prefer, a digital cluster or the analog one. And this here is the key of the Tata Tiago top spec variants. Of course, the XZ also has a similar key design, and if you opt for the XE Rhythm Pack on the Tata Altroz, you also get a similar design key. So that is nice. Now the advantages of the Tiago top spec variant is that you get steering mounted audio controls, including voice command button, which of course you can use to operate the Acon or FM or even Bluetooth connectivity for calling your contacts. So coming to other advantages, you get rear power windows as well, with the driver window getting one touch down function. You also get auto folding ORVMs on the XZ variant itself. This is the XZ Plus variant, so this feature is obvious. And you also get height adjustable driver seat on this top spec variant. So in terms of features, the XZ Plus Tiago is very well loaded and much loaded than the basic Tata Altroz. However, on the Tata Altroz you get a rhythm pack where you get a 2D audio system, but still you do not get a touchscreen system. You can opt for various aftermarket options on the basic variant of the Altroz, but still the OE quality, the original quality of Tata's parts cannot be matched by any aftermarket unit. That is what I feel. Do let me know what do you feel. And coming to features, again you get a day-night switch for the IRVM on this top spec variant. Even the XZ variant of the Tiago gets this feature. And another kind of weird thing is that you already saw the yellow bulb for the interior cabin light of the Tata Altroz basic variant, whereas all the variants of the Tata Tiago gets a white LED light for the interior cabin light, which is kind of weird again. And that was all about the front. You get beautiful quality materials similar to the Tata Altroz. However, the Altroz gets better quality materials when you compare with the Tiagos, because the overall fit and finish of the Altroz's interior is better than on the Tiagos. That is clearly obvious, and I already compared the glove box size. This may be a size smaller than the Altroz's glove box, but still it gets cooling function on the top spec variants, so that is okay. You do not get any sort of umbrella holder in the Tata Tiago, and the gear lever, almost similar in design, still gets a piano black finish on the top spec variants only, and that is all. The cubby holes are similar. You get 2 cup holders, other knick-knack storage points in the Tata Tiago top spec variant. So that was all about the top spec XZ Plus Tata Tiago. Let me just get inside the XZ now. Yes folks, right now I'm inside the Tata Tiago BS6 XZ variant, which is one variant lower to the XZ Plus, which I just showed you, but still it is very well loaded when you compare with the basic variant of the Tata Altroz. Now in terms of features, of course you get steering mounted audio controls similar to the XZ Plus variant. However, you do not get automatic climate control, which is exclusive only for the top spec XZ Plus variant of the Tata Tiago, and hence you do not get voice command functions on this variant as well. However, you still get the very same remote flip key, which includes follow me headlamp function on this variant as well. You get the very same digital instrument cluster, you get front fog lamps, you get rear windshield wiper defogger, but you do not get a reverse parking camera. As you can see, this XZ variant gets reverse parking sensors only, and you get a reverse sensor monitor on the touchscreen system. This is a touchscreen system, yeah. This is a touchscreen system similar to that seen on the XZ Plus variant. However, the XZ Plus variant gets a reverse parking camera, whereas this one does not. And let me just turn this on. So as you can see, this even though not getting a reverse parking camera, gets Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and reverse parking sensor monitor, and you also get Bluetooth connectivity option. That is all. It is good to use. It has got FM audio, Bluetooth iPod connectivity, and
this system also gets 8 speakers from Harman, which includes 4 speakers and 4 tweeters, and the sound quality is simply best in class.
This here is the button for the front fog lamp, and this here is the button for rear windshield defogger. In terms of features, even this XZ variant is very good, because this also gets height adjustable driver seat and auto folding ORVMs, along with day-night switch for the IRVM and a vanity mirror for the front passenger. So this is good enough in terms of features. You may not necessarily have to go for the top spec Tata Tiago unless you want a reverse parking camera or alloy wheels. So that was all about the features of the XZ Tata Tiago. Let me just show you the glove box again. This also has got a cooled function, and you do not get umbrella holders either. So that was all. Now let's get to the back seat of all these cars. Now I'm in the back seat of the Tata Tiago XZ Plus to compare the back seat space and comfort of the Tata Altroz XE and the Tata Tiago. Now the rear seats of the Tata Tiago XZ and the XZ Plus are almost the same, so that is why I'm in the top spec variant. Now on this top spec variant, you may notice that the outside AC vents are color coded, whereas on the XZ variant you do not get that feature. This top spec variant also gets a reverse parking camera, which I forgot to show you. So this here is the reverse parking camera display, which is decent enough in terms of quality and also gets adaptive guidelines. Now talking about the rear seats, of course the Tiago has not always been the most spacious hatchback in its category, and even though the space is decent, the comfort is really very good. You get decent amount of under thigh support, adequate amount of width for seating 3 people. However, it still is going to be a squeeze if you want to seat 3 well-built adults at the back of the Tiago. And even the top spec variant of the Tata Tiago does not get rear adjustable headrests, whereas the Tata Altroz's top spec variants get adjustable headrests at the back. You also do not get any sort of AC vents, similar to the XE basic variant of the Tata Altroz, because only on the top spec XZ variant of the Tata Altroz you get rear AC vents again. And it is overall a comfortable interior in the Tata Tiago's back seat. It is reasonably spacious. The quality of the materials is decent, very hard wearing, very nice in terms of textures and materials. However, this could have been better in terms of fit and finish. That is what you will feel. Now coming to bottle holders, of course you get nice 1-liter bottle holders even in the back door of the Tata Tiago again. And the positioning of the interior cabin light is at the center of the cabin in the Tata Tiago, which is much helpful and very good and clever as against to the Tata Altroz's front positioned cabin light, which is again yellow on the basic model. I don't know why. So that was all. Let me just get to the Tata Altroz XE variant quickly. Before I get in the back seat of the Tata Altroz, I would like to show you that the ingress and egress comfort and ease of use is different for both of these cars. The Altroz sits noticeably lower than the Tata Tiago, and you can obviously see in terms of height. And even though the doors open wide 90 degrees as claimed by Tata Motors, it is very low. The roofline is very low, so you have to crouch in to get inside. So that cannot be ideal for elder people who would like to sit in a car with a much higher position for ingress and egress comfort. But still, once you get inside, the rear seats are very, very spacious. The overall increase in space is clearly visible, and it is obvious because there is a whole lot of legroom, and you can easily stretch out in the back seat of the Tata Altroz when you compare with the Tiagos. You even get decent amount of headroom. It is not too bad, and the footroom is also very, very good. This here is the dashboard of the Tata Altroz XE variant. It may look basic, but once you opt for aftermarket accessories or even the XE Rhythm variant, the optional rhythm pack of the Tata Altroz, you get a whole lot of features, including a 2-DIN audio system. So it is decent, but the major highlight of the Altroz is that you get much better interior quality materials. Let me just show you the texture over here. And this here is the texture. It is much better finished. Everything has got a much better quality feel to it, including the armrests, the door handles, which are very, very robust and solid to feel. However, on this XE Altroz, you get manual winding windows for the rear seats, which can be a bit of a compromise, but you of course have aftermarket options of fitting rear power windows, which is again very, very good. The main thing is space and overall comfort. You can easily fit 3 people abreast in the Altroz because the floor also is very, very flat when you compare with the Tata Tiagos. As you can see, there is a bit of a hump, but it is very, very small. You can easily seat a well-built adult at the center with space left over for the outside passengers as well. So the overall width is much better. The overall space is much better. The legroom is way better. I am 5'10" for reference. I am not a small person, and I have adjusted the driver seat for my comfort and height, but still I have a whole lot of legroom. I have easily a lot of space to stretch out, so that is very nice. However, when you compare with the Tiago, you still get non-adjustable headrests for this basic variant. Only the top spec XZ variant gets adjustable headrests for the rear seats. A rear center armrest is also not available on the lower variants of the Tata Altroz. Only the XZ variant gets rear AC vents, center armrest and adjustable headrests. However, you get two ISOFIX child seat mounts for the rear seats on even the entry-level Tata Altroz, whereas the Tiago does not get those even on the top spec XZ Plus variant. The Tata Altroz has got a clear edge in terms of safety features when you compare even with the top spec variant of the Tata Tiago, because the Tata Altroz provides ISOFIX child seat mounts apart from providing dual airbags, ABS, EBD and corner stability control and pre-tensioner equipped front seat belts. As you may already know, the Tata Altroz has scored a full 5-star safety rating at the global NCAP crash tests, whereas the Tiago and the Tigor have scored only 4. Even though it may be just 1-star difference in terms of safety, it may prove to be very helpful in real life. So that is a thing to be noted in mind. So that was all about the back seats and overall interior quality of the Tata Altroz. Let me just open the boot to compare the overall space before I talk about the pricing. Opening the Tata Tiago's boot, you would find very standard 242 liters of boot space, which is decently sized and very well shaped. You can load a lot of things into this and it is satisfying enough for most of the purposes. And you also have the feature of folding flat the rear seats, of course, just like that. But before that you have to pop forward the seat base in order to fold these completely flat. So that is nice flexibility, and you also get couple hooks on the sides for other knickknacks such as your shopping bags and all. But these hooks have a load limit of 3 kilos, so that has to be kept in mind. Even this top spec variant does not get a boot lamp on the Tata Tiago, which can be fitted as aftermarket accessory, weirdly again. And on the sides you get other tools, and under the boot floor you get a 14-inch spare wheel. Let me just show you the size. There is it. On this top spec Tata Tiago, you get a 14-inch spare wheel, whereas on the lower variants such as the XZ, which has standard 14-inch wheels, you get a 13-inch spare wheel, which is again kind of a bit of a cost cutting. And opening the boot of the Tata Altroz XE variant again, you can see the massive 345 liter boot capacity on the Tata Altroz as against to the 242 liters available in the Tata Tiago. This is much larger, much wider and easier to load. This is almost the segment best because the Honda Jazz obviously is the most spacious in terms of boot capacity. On this Altroz as well, you get 3 kilo hooks on the sides, on either side, so that is nice. However, this basic entry level XE variant lacks a parcel shelf, as you can clearly see, but what you get is full flat folding rear seats similar to the Tata Tiagos. Even though you get a massive step, this is really good in terms of loading capacity and opens up a whole lot of boot space. So that is a clear advantage for size and price. So let's just talk about the pricing before concluding this review.
Under the bonnet of the Tata Tiago, you get to see a 1.2-litre 3-cylinder Revotron non-turbocharged petrol engine which produces 86 PS of maximum power and a torque figure of 113 Nm through either a 5-speed manual transmission or a 5-speed AMT gearbox. This engine is now far more improved in terms of refinement and overall on-road performance, and makes the Tata Tiago quite peppy. Under the bonnet of the Tata Altroz 2, you will find the exact same 1.2-litre non-turbocharged Revotron engine, which produces the exact same power and torque figures. In addition to the petrol engine, the Tata Altroz also offers a diesel engine option. Finally comes the pricing. All three cars are priced very well according to the specifications and quality they offer. However, all three cars are priced in the exact same price band. So which one to choose? Here comes the conclusion. If you are okay with the lack of features but still want your car to look a bit more premium while also being a bit more spacious, with best-in-class ride handling and safety, the Tata Altroz XE has to be your pick. Even the XE Rhythm Pack is excellent value for money. You can buy this basic variant and later on add almost all the features you need in the aftermarket. However, if you want a fully loaded compact hatchback, the Tiago has to be your choice. Both the XZ and the XZ Plus are well loaded, almost as safe as the Tata Altroz, while also being reasonably comfortable and spacious. The XZ Plus especially is the best value pick as it also provides automatic climate control, reverse parking camera and alloy wheels. Adding to the fact that both these cars are powered by exactly the same petrol engine and also deliver almost the same mileage, the ultimate choice depends on your preference and day-to-day requirements. So do let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this comparison? Which one would you choose? Meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.